Like a Jew in ancient Spain, who for Christ's name did pay with pain. Modern day Inquisition. What is the link between these crafts? Doctors and thieves, they both wear masks, overpaid. Meet magicians.
This is Dr. Dryce, Dr. Philip Dryce. This is today, October 26, 2012. I've been homeless for 2.5 years. I have been extremely abused. Everywhere I've gone, I've been met with the type of disdain that can lead to a total disenchantment with living in this country. I have been betrayed by America. I have been betrayed by America. I'm at war with the New York City government, which is a municipality government. I'm at war with the state government, represented by Eric T. Schneiderman, specifically by Michael Saditsky, who's the attorney representing the state. Charles Carey is the government lawyer representing the city, and Michael R. Bloomberg. We have Mr. Michael Niederhofer, representing New York City Housing Authority. And we have Mr. Grundy, representing a rich white woman. You can buy these for 50 cents. Can't show you where. You can torture me. I don't think you'll get much. And let me show you where I live at. I can leave my stuff right there. It's untouched. This is where I live at. This is where I sleep. In my sleeping bag. Out in the open. Right here. Today is the festival of Eid. It's a Muslim holiday. So I'm going to the mosque. And I'm going to go pray. I'm going to pray to a God that's not a corpse on a freaking cross. That's going to tell me be a good nigga. Turn the other cheek. Let it go. What you've done to me, I can't let it go. Bipolar? Okay, we switch from one side to the other. Wow. You guys, I'd like to thank you very much for the adventure, America. Because I live right here on the beach. Look at all the people on that boat. Right there.
do? They smile in your face. All the time they wanna take your place. The backstabbers. I keep getting all these visits from my friends. Yeah, what they doing to me? They come to my house again and again and again and again. Yeah. So are they there to see my woman? I don't even be home, but they just keep on coming. What can I do to get on the right track? I wish they'd take some of these knives out my back. What they do? They smile in your face. All the time they wanna take your place. The backstabbers. Low down, dirty. What they do? Smiling in your face. Smiling faces, sometimes they smiling in your face. I don't mean low down, dirty lies. They smiling in your face. Might be your neighbor, your next door neighbor, yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving 2011.
Because I wanted to sue Haiti for reparations and remuneration on the confiscated lands because I'm related to people on birth of my country and I come from...
And an ambassador, and I come from people who had wealth. And right now I'm a homeless, disabled vet in an abandoned house that's under construction for renovations to be sold, and I want to do. You hear that ping? That is the world, the appellate court prosecution. Come on, Howie, I need a shot. On Deal or No Deal. Why didn't you call me, man? Okay. I don't want to hear nothing anybody got to say. Everybody, I'd like to introduce you to Mommy Aja. That's the woman that took me, accepted me, and forced her family to accept me because I'm such a no good guy. It took a lot of patience for these people to accept me and love me and feel something for me. And for Marina to feed me, but Marina won't feed just anybody. I mean, she cooks so good, it's beautiful. But if it wasn't for this woman,
You need a big pacifier like this.
I don't need no pacifier. I'm not 10 years old. Get out. If it wasn't for her, right now, I'd be on Skid Row. My life would have been lost. That's the part of harvesting relationships. And this woman done more for me than anybody since my mama died. And she was loving me long before my mama died. And my mother refused to die while she was while you was working. She died after you went home. Yeah?
Before I came to work.
Before you came to work. They told me she died. Whatever. You know what? My mother told me that she was doing what she was doing, all the good and giving people all this stuff because she was making a way for me. And I told her she was crazy. I said, You're giving everything we got to everybody else. That's why I gotta give you, and I put all that stuff in that house. And they took everything, and guess what? It doesn't matter. Why? I'm not attached to the material. I didn't need it. What am I going to do carrying that stuff? I'm going to get a wife and be happy. I'm going to buy my own stuff. So I'm happy, and I want to thank you because 2011, this is the last year that I'm personally poor, because next year I'm going to get revenge and kick everybody's ass and bring you their asses as trophies so you can be proud of me, because you're a kick-ass mama yourself, just like Arthur Great, and you love when your boy go out and kick their ass. Give it to me, Dad. Go, come on, Dad. Do it one more time. Come on, give it to me. Bang. Boom. Yeah, go ahead, Mom. Yeah, shake it, booty. I'm the happiest guy in the world, man. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody on YouTube, Twitter, Blogger. This is the last show. This is all for now. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Tom Crater. You see the homeless? I'm showing them to you. On the train. Congratulations, Tom. Everybody, it's Dr. Philip Dries. I'm homeless. This is my house. I'm just now getting up. It's raining cats and dogs out here. This is my home. I slept out here last night in order to show the world that I am the king of homelessness, to bring to accountability elected officials who've neglected us. This is my house. This is where I live. This is it right here. All right? Are you happy now? Are you happy? Are you happy? As I was saying, the interesting thing about Marvin, as we'll call him, is that he's from Georgia. I spent a few years in Georgia, and that's where I fell in love at first with Priscilla in Savannah. Can't tell you her last name either. Now, we were talking about racism and what I've suffered at the hands of other blacks, at the hands of the New York City administration, which I allege is a fascist administration of the Michael R. Bloomberg administration for 12 years, who should have been in jail for antitrust violations. He should have been in jail for a lot of things, covered up a Nazi copycat crime. He should have been prosecuted. Nobody's prosecuted him until me. Now I'm sitting here talking to the gentleman who came to buy this house, come and take measurements, doing this planning and preparing and all that. And he was telling me some stories about being black in America and being from down south, to where he has eyewitness actual lynching. Look, man, I'm a French green card guy, man. I talk all this stuff, and I say, I don't mess with black women, and I spewing all this crap. Look, man, if I didn't love being black and I didn't love black people, I wouldn't be fighting for your black asses. Okay? And it's you morons and idiots that piss me off because you got all the freaking opportunities in the world here in America, man. But you know what? This is a Georgia boy who's got a story to tell, and I had to get the story. Now, there's some bad things I don't think he want to say on camera about what people done did, what white people did to black people down south in America. But them old rednecks and all that, that's a story we want to tell because y'all ain't living that. Because a lot of y'all that's going to see this show, that's in the offices of black elected officials, I learned a new word. Y'all house niggas. Damn. I learned a new word, and I learned that word yesterday. I met Marvin today, so I'm going to ask Marvin to help me understand. Give me some depth and breadth to what is a house nigga and what is a field nigga. Because the house niggas are the niggas in the political offices of black elected officials. And the field niggas are these niggas out here that they send after me. And the other ones that are not getting paid to do shit, those are the ones that'll pat me on the back. Now, ain't too many people gave me shit other than some veterans. And this is another one. Let me introduce you to Mr. Flake. How you doing there, brother?
I'm okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now, we just met this morning. You came to see the house. You like the house. You buying the house and all that. Then, since I ain't got no personal interest in no money, selling or buying or nothing, I'm just some freaking homeless stooge living in here to protect it for both of y'all. You the buyer and the seller. Now, we got to talking because we both vets and we chilling. Tell me about them stories, them horror stories about being black down south and your uncle, that veteran that was in World War I, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. You ought to put his name on camera, man. Plant him into history.
My uncle's name is Perry Walker Sr., which he came from a generation, he goes by the name of Perry Walker Jr. He passed away at 81 years old. He was from South Carolina. He left South Carolina because, turn around, the stories we used to sit there and tell of how blacks got lynched. Little black boys got lynched. Otherwise, the name used to call was nigger. Back in the days of the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, as the story used to tell me. When you sit there and you see where blacks came from and where they're trying to go to now, is that when you sit there and you see a white girl, you don't whistle at her, you don't yell at her, you don't say nothing to her. Now you got the days where you can sit there and walk around the white girl, but only up here. But you go back to the South, it's a different story. So you get away with it up here, but you can't get away with it in the South.
You mean to tell me right now I can't go down south with a white woman?
Oh, no, you cannot.
What?
No, you cannot.
This is 2012, January 10th, 2012.
Don't matter. Because you sit there, they're looking at you, you still black.
So you mean to tell me if I walk up in the mall down in Atlanta with a white girl on my arm, I'm hugging and kissing her, we all having fun like we do out here. If I get to my car, chances are something's going to happen to me?
They will sit there, you won't know it, but one way or another, you got a nice car, you got a white woman on your arm, turn around, down south, it's still the South. South is always going to be the South. North is going to be they left the South to come to the North to get away from racism, get away from the lynching and the black males back in the day they used to say the stories of had my uncle tell used to cut your balls off and sit there and they used to iron them. Otherwise they sit there and then when they're finished with you, they sit and put you in the tree. You always hang like this in the tree until you're dead. Then turn around, sometime they'll burn you on the cross. So South Carolina and Georgia is basically about the same. Only thing, Georgia, they burn you on the cross. Okay? They sometimes will sit there and throw bombs in your house and sit there and will burn your house. These are the stories. Sometimes they'll sit there, they even will get to the point of, which is Stone Mountain, Georgia. My family live right around, and I got some of my family live right there in Stone Mountain, Georgia, but they don't understand the history of what Stone Mountain came from. Stone Mountain is Stone Mountain where KK they always had their annual meetings. And they think that...
Oh, the Bohemian Grove!
Mm-hmm.
that's the Bohemian Grove story.
Yes. So, knowing when you're living in Stone Mountain, Georgia, you got to understand what Stone Mountain stands for. That where the Grand Wizard and all of them had their meetings, and that's where blacks and everything used to sit there and get hung.
Because that's part of the ceremony.
That's
just
part of the
lynch you a nigga.
Yes.
And to start to kick it off, kick off the freaking part.
Yes. So now they left the hoods alone, and now they're in suits. So,
and guess what? What if I told you that in fact we got a congressman that covered up a hangman's noose in a VA facility? You're another veteran. What's your feeling on that?
well, the feelings on that, they're going to happen, and it's always going to happen, and you can't really change it because you try to change it. They're going to push it back on you and saying that, well, why are you sitting there being the whistleblower, or why are you sitting there doing this? Just leave well enough alone. It's not your concern, so back off.
So that's why when they referred me to when the Congressman's office special assistant, this Indian woman, Native American, when she sent me to VA and said all those things about me, would it surprise you that's the reason why they gave me a bunch of medication that was supposed to melt my freaking brain?
Yes, that's the way it is. Otherwise, shut you up. Because no one in America want to know the truth of what goes on, how America became America.
But all I did was save this old lady's life that they left in a freaking apartment with the gas stove on for 4 freaking hours, and Negroes wouldn't get up and call the freaking police.
Well, you're one in a million, because turn around, not everybody's going to do that. They'll sit there and say, why aren't you helping? Leave one alone.
Because the people put somebody in power over there, and that woman went around digging all in these people's business, found out that this old woman had some money, and took the old lady to the bank, had her sign her name on a piece of paper, and then she went in and took $20,858 out that old woman's bank account. You can't do that shit.
But it happen every day. This is America. America was built on greed and power and corruption. You can't stop what's already there, that's been there, because if you try to stop it and you try to change it, you're going to be another one in a million that sit there and find yourself absent from the picture. This is America.
Absent from the picture. Damn, don't you know, what if I told you the comptroller of New York City gave me a $2 million claim against the district attorney's office for $1 million and the NYPD $1 million in a snatch and grab to a death kill hit? They put a freaking ambush in the library for me, had undercover cops playing homeless, because I'm playing homeless, fighting for homeless people and all this shit on the wrongful eviction processes of the board. They're railroad Negroes, man. They're railroad Negroes over here is what I'm saying. And I took that to black elected officials, every single one of them, from Councilman Comrie, New York State Senator Huntley, New York State Senator Malcolm Smith, Assemblywoman Vivian Cook, Congressman Gregory W. Meeks, and them black nigger traitors to their fucking race pissed me off, and I sued their ass, man. And I'm about to serve them motherfuckers.
Well, it's like I said, it's once in a million, because everybody's going to turn the other cheek. They're not going to sit there and say, okay, I seen what I seen.
Oh, I ain't turning the other cheek. I ain't that kind of Christian now.
See, that's once in a million. Once in a million. Because everybody's going to sit there and say, okay, grease my palm and turn my cheek. It's all about politics. Politics is a dirty game. This is America. Politics is a dirty game. You can't control it. You can't sit there and change it. It's always going to be there. It's like going back to the South. You sit there, you say something, they lynch you back then. You say something up here, they sit there and they get rid of you.
They do it for political lynching. It's another kind of lynching.
Another kind of lynching.
And that's what they did to me, bruh. Took $100,000 for shit out of my house by the city taking me to court and telling the judge that I'm fucking crazy, and I ain't nothing crazy. I'm a pissed off motherfucker, and I'm kind of bright, and I will do some fucked up shit to motherfuckers.
So it's like, say or don't say. If you say something, then you look for repercussions. If you don't say something, then it's like just turn the other cheek and say, well, I'm not going to do nothing. But then if you do something, you help somebody, always the first word they ask you, why are you doing it?
I don't know that. I'm a fucking Haitian man that just speak English like this.
I speak at least reading,
But then,
reading, writing.
then now they question you like, okay, you came to this country. We could have sit there and said, okay, throw your visa away.
I'm related to 3 former presidents of my country. I'm a political exile
See?
here. I'm not here for economic reasons. We wasn't poor. I owned me a fucking person, I swear to God. They gave it to me. I was 9 years old.
Okay.
So when I went down south, and I was living down south in the 70s and stuff, man, and I felt racism down there because there was a guy that refused to go in the laundromat because there was a white woman in it.
You can't, you can't go in the laundromat. There was water fountains that way say black and white. Their bathrooms say black and white.
Oh man, I can't live like that. I'm fucking these niggas up here.
So, taking a person that was born in New York, up north, as they want to call it, and sitting there taking that back to the south, back into the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s.
He dead nigga.
You couldn't live like that. You couldn't live with it because the first thing you're gonna say, I'm tired of this. I can't do that. But then you sit there, you say the wrong thing. You either get shot at, or you sit there, you get hanged. So you got 2 choices: zip your mouth, shut the hell up, because you're gonna be called a nigger. So what most of us do, we leave from the south, we come to the north and have it better.
These are country niggas from down south up here in the office of these political motherfuckers that are a bunch of pieces of shit that acting like they're some bunch of uppity niggas, poor ass piece of shit motherfuckers. I was born rich.
And they will turn the other cheek. This don't say nothing.
How the fuck you mean to tell me nigga come from country ass down fucking south ain't got fucking shit? You get up that high up here in America up north and you won't help your fucking people?
No, you won't. No, you won't. Because it's all about politics. Politics.
Politics? I don't understand that shit.
Politics is a dirty game. Somebody got to turn the other cheek and say they don't see certain things because it's all about taking care of number one. You take care of number one and you take care of yourself. And if you don't sit there and take care of number one, then you might as well say goodbye. Take everything that you own, everything, and you're gone.
That's why they took everything from me. Them niggas did a fucking political lynching on my ass, and it was every black elected official in town. And this where we end the first version, Marvin. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Part 1. Bye-bye.
Open arms, I'm offering my love to you. I wanna do for you all the things that you want me to. There's so much more that I could do for you, yeah. But you just won't let me give you my love, boy. What is wrong with you? Don't you know when love's gone? Hey, you'd better answer. You better answer. 'Cause it might be a big mistake if you.
Hello everybody, today is December 28, 2011. The plastic has gone up around this house. Remember I used to sleep here on this couch? Huh? Call me Mr. Dusty back then. This is it right here. All the work's getting done. The hardwood floor's been done. The big machinery's right here showing you work that's getting done. I don't know what they doing. I don't care. I don't want to know because I do paperwork. You know, that makes you some kind of freaking weakling to these guys. But hell, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Why? Because I've got the Israel Defense Force right here protecting me from the black elected officials who want to see me killed and murdered to stop me from telling the truth about this cockamamie nonsense. IDF to the rescue! Okay there, what's happening there? Tell me what's going on. Where are we at here? Come on now, tell the truth. The real truth and nothing but the truth. The truth. Go ahead. Hey, you can talk about them black elected officials too. If they gave you presents, I'm going to take it from you too.
No, they didn't give me no present. I can tell you that for a fact. They didn't give me no present.
Them black elected officials ain't coming to High Beach to give no white dude no kind of presents.
And nobody coming to give me presents. You know what my wife and my kids gave me?
What?
They gave me 2 things this year.
A little love and affection.
And not even that. My kids, yeah. My wife gave me stew gots. You know what that means?
Hell no.
That means fucking balls. That's what it means.
Whoa. I'm just learning how to learn Italian. I shouldn't start like the African American did me to teach me the N-word first.
Stew gots. That's what I got.
Stew guts, that's Italian, right?
Yep, I mean nothing, brother.
Oh, whoa. Hey, guess what, ladies and
Got a whole
gentlemen?
lot of nothing, bro.
Don't listen to that nonsense. Let Jen look like she's doing her job and all of that stuff with the kids and everything else, or he wouldn't be able to get up right here. He got him a little pot belly hanging right there. Damn, that man is white. All you black ladies out there, I love you some white meat. Here it is right there.
My mom was born in Libya, which is right off the coast of Africa, so I'm about as black as you are.
That's called mulatto. But look at this. Look at all this work. This is what this is about. All this work he's doing on the house right here. He did the copper plumbing and everything else. You see, those big pipes ain't metal no more. They're made out of plastic. Look at this. Look at lights up in the ceiling. We got this right here. This is smooth, people. And this is the kitchen area. There's another half bath right here. All right. Hardwood floor. This is a concrete slab floor for the kitchen, that waterproofs it and everything, and you've got all of this room area right here. Could you, man, somebody help me, save me, send me $50,000 to put down on this house so I can give to this man. That's my 10%, no income check mortgage. All right. And here we are right here. We're working on this. That's a jacuzzi bath right here. That's it. That's one bedroom right there. This is my bedroom right here where I'm camping out at. That's the war area right there where I do my war, electronic warfare. And this is the master bedroom right here. And look at this view right here. And we got this right there. Lord have mercy. That's what I'm talking about. You see? I love this place. And then we got this right here. And I'm going to go get my stuff out of there. And this will be the end of part 1. Because now I go up there and get my little truck so I can, because I've been evicted out of Bally's. Because I complain about the little Lolita stealing stuff from the members. So they're breaking my locks, putting my shit out. And so now they want war. I'm going to have to give them some. So that's the end of that. And here I am in the attic. As you can see me, I'll see you later. This is part 1. I'll put part 2 together, and that'll be the house video. Bye-bye. In this area right here, that's where the refrigerator and all of that will go. And cabinets everywhere. Let's go outside. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the absolutely huge backyard that we've got right here. It's a huge backyard. We've got a driveway where you can pull the car right on up. That's my little grill right there. That's my coat getting some sun. That's my electric blanket. All right, now, and you've got this whole area right here all the way to the front. Yep, this is what the house looks like on the outside. This is the Tuscany Villa, ladies and gentlemen. This is it right here, brand new vinyl siding. You've seen the other side. You've seen this place. Look at that. Yep, that's what it looks like. Nick is trying to rush me for us to get back to Home Depot, where the girls love him over there, and I'm trying to get liked. I ain't spending no money. Them sisters ain't gonna like me. It's your cute white boy with good credit, spending tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands of freaking dollars, and then he getting famous freckles like him. The other one, what's her name? Well, I like the little black one, the thick one, but she got the biggest, stinkiest black attitude. It's almost like the darker they are, the darker the freaking attitude, and they just have a stink-ass kind of attitude about their life and all that nonsense, man. So I figured out what I gotta do. I should have been a brain surgeon so that I could have taken.
Rock of the trumpet, the sweet of the taste.
Yeah, no, I don't know about none of that cockamamie nonsense. I need to find a white woman who wants to volunteer giving up her brain to be put onto a black woman and sacrifice her body, let a black woman, brain on her head. That's the typical white trash then. I'm fucked. I don't want that one. I want the black one with the white woman's brain.
I'm dizzy right now with all that nonsense. All the rattling off. I lost it.
You dizzy about what? I'm talking trash?
Yeah, I can't follow you. Okay. I want a white woman with a black brain and a white brain and a
No. If I take a white woman's brain, put it on a black woman, I'll get the girl I want. Now you got to put the brain of the black woman on the white woman's body. That's screwed up. I don't know who to give that to. That's an abomination. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm French, man.
You know what they say, brother? There's an ass
What?
for every seat. So she'll find a lover. She'll find someone to love her. Don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, I'm humane, man. I don't want to saddle the world with just a piece of shit. That's all.
I hear you, but you ain't got to worry about it because, like I said, there's an ass for every seat.
All right. Oh, well, we can just dump her in the ghetto. Some brother will take her, right?
I'm just saying somebody will take her.
That's it. We're done here, people. I love you, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Today I go to quasi-homeless. I've been evicted off the lockers of Valley. In the air at night. And when it hits you in the morning at the courthouse on Valentine's Day,
Freaking wacko over here. The nutcase.
about my money, Nick. I'm a wacko about my money, baby. Because I'm 55 years old. Love, that's bullshit. I ain't got no fucking money, don't nobody give a shit about me. I do this. Miss Arandia, remember what you told me? Joyce, you do this, and you don't make no money. You crazy. You do this, you get paid. You're eccentric. Woo! Oh, my life. This is Dr. Phil Joyce. Today is Thursday, December 28, 2011. And thank you, Mr. Bally, but I will not be needing a locker to keep my stuff no more because I am homeless. For about a year and a half, you've been my benefactor. Go ahead, brother. No, it's facing you. Yeah, you've been my benefactor. I've been homeless. Now I go to quasi-homeless because the house is fixed, the dust is down, so I can get all my shit out this freaking locker. Because yesterday I got evicted anyway. I got evicted out of a fucking locker in Valley. And thank God I got a fucking place to live right now as a quasi-homeless motherfucker with a goddamn doctorate degree. Now what the fuck is that about? That's because Mayor Bloomberg fucked me over and every black elected official violated the separation of power doctrine and didn't do anything about the racist, fascist, redlining scheme of the Bloomberg administration, of which we found 3 veins. We're talking about the remaining family members not getting an administrative process. They put them out to a holdover proceeding. Number 2 is the collusion between HRA, APS, and New York City Housing Authority under the Bloomberg administration not to pay the rent on time of people that's on welfare, so now you can go ahead and then cancel your lease through a bullshit administrative process and take it to a holdover proceeding
and put you out. That's the second vein. The third vein is Section 8. They get you to go into this whole Section 8 program, and then you don't qualify, and then that apartment moves from the public housing rent roll over to Section 8, and when they do that to an entire building, then they can sell it off. That's how they're privatizing public housing, and they're doing that under John B. Rhea. Now, the trick of Mayor Bloomberg was to use black or Puerto Rican chairman of housing to get them to railroad their own freaking kind. It's black folks and Puerto Ricans that are a major part of public housing in New York City. Without black folks, Puerto Rican, and Jewish people in New York City, ain't no freaking New York City. Well, then guess what? Mayor Bloomberg, now you know my parents are Jewish, man. Now why in the hell you want to let me catch you doing some bullshit like that? My mom and dad want me to go ahead and take the bar and go ahead and get my job. But I don't have to do that. You know why? Because I've got something called this. It's called the Aqua 2 Plus. It's the only portable, disposable, cigarette-sized glass alcohol breath tester in the United States of America that's got a patent and FDA certification, multiple patent and FDA certification, and that's at least a $5-6 million a year business that pays me after taxes $750,000 of the $950,000. Now give me a freaking break here. All I know is that the homeless man living in a locker like he was still in the army is now going to quasi-homelessness. In the house that's up for sale, they sell it. I'm going to the next house that's under construction, and that's how I'm living as king of homelessness, the messiah of the homeless, that's taking New York City and the black elected officials to court to bust their behind for you. I love y'all, but I got to get to stepping. Bye-bye. I'd like to thank Barry's very much for my 18 months in homelessness, harboring me in this freaking locker room like I was still back in the freaking army. Hi, everybody. Dr. Philip Joyce is going from 18 months in homelessness, and today celebrates the 18 months because I was evicted on 6/27/10. Today is 12/28/11, and I am moving on from homelessness in a locker at Bally's to quasi. I love the quasi shit. Quasi homelessness. The king of homelessness and the messiah of the homeless is moving on to bigger and better things. You guys can't be that damn stupid to think you could win. And Special Forces shit does work, don't you think? Even 40 years later. Bye-bye. 38. Bye. Everybody, today's the 15th of November 2011. I'm here with Nick, the real American. And I had the interview with Ernest and Eddie across the street right there. And I just want to ask Nick, what does he think about me and this fight for black people and their rights in public housing, and how they just slammed me? What's the problem here, Nick?
I don't know, Phil, but the way I see, I'm a little bit busy right now. I've been trying to assess the situation, and it comes down to one thing, Phil.
What?
You're the whitest black man I ever met.
What?
You heard me.
Pow! What the fuck? What do you mean? I'm a white man trapped in a black man's body?
You're a white man trapped in a black man's body. Holla.
It's about housing and people's right to have a home. People were displaced from these buildings, pushed out of NYCHA housing for to be redeveloped, and got sick and into terrible problems, and many died. And we're just really heartsick about that, because one doesn't have a right to a home anymore. Not in the NYCHA houses, not tenants, because the rent control and rent stabilization laws have been so weakened that they're not protected. And now not homeowners, because with the new decision about eminent domain, unless the legislatures change it, a developer has a right to capture homes, houses, from their owners and turn them over to corporate development. So we're here to make sure that the folks who were displaced, with all their sadness from being rooted out of their homes, are remembered, and that we continue the struggle so that everybody has a right to a home. I'm Susan Metz. I'm a retired high school teacher, and I'm a resident of Prospect Heights.
I'm Gloria Matera, and I'm the Green Party candidate for Brooklyn Borough President. And I called this press conference today, and I'm working with Milton Bolton and other people in the community because this is a scandal. That these homes, people have been out of their homes for 6 years. They have been promised affordable housing, the first opportunity to come back in here, and that has not happened. There's no work going on here. In fact, many residents will be unable to move back here if these buildings are ever renovated or replaced. And the Green Party activists in Brooklyn have been working with Milton and people in Brownsville around the housing issue. We realize that development and displacement is a concern all over our borough, so we want to be here and work together, and we've had Milton come down to our area near Flatbush Avenue to talk about the Atlantic Yards project, which we are opposed to, and he's joined us in that struggle, so we're here together, and we'll talk a little bit more about the residents and what's happened to them later on.
Hi, good afternoon. My name's Raul Rothblatt. I'm with the committee to elect Gloria Matera for Borough President. We're here because we're making our statement of unity with these people, the former residents of the Prospect Plaza houses. This is really a shameful incident in our city's history. Of the residents of all of these houses have been kicked out of their homes for supposedly for renovation, and they have not been able to return. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but certain of them will never return because they've passed away. And if this is just a way to acknowledge that they have lost their homes and any hope of returning to their homes because of the negligence of all of us, really. I mean, we as citizens have to take responsibility for this, and I'm proud that right now I can at least raise some awareness about this problem, because this is happening here, and it's also happening all over New York City, and it's just unacceptable. And if this can happen here, it will happen other places, and if our society ignores these people, they will ignore other people. And I live on the other end of Prospect Place. We have other problems over there, but really it's part of a greater problem that we're not paying attention to what's going on in our own city. And I'm here to raise attention to them, and raise attention to the other issues that are all around. I'd like to introduce Milton Bolton, because he is the head of the Prospect Plaza Tenants Association.
A lot of people were saying that we're just hollering just for nothing, but the thing is that we're not hollering for just nothing. It's just that they relocated all our tenants out of here, promised us that they're going to return us back into our place. We're supposed to have been back here for about 3 months now. So since that we're not back here, now we're saying to all the politicians, everyone, to actually get this job, get this development done. Get it done now, because it's time to bring all these people back home. We have a whole lot of our tenants have passed away.
6 years ago, the residents of Prospect Plaza were offered improved housing, job training, community services. I mean, Project Hope was everything this community could have wanted. And now today, instead of standing here celebrating new housing, community center for seniors, daycare center for children, thriving businesses, instead we have to gather here and remember those residents who are never going to realize their dream. And we have to ask ourselves, why has this happened? Developers all over Brooklyn are grabbing up land and displacing people. Whether it's private homes being threatened by eminent domain, whether it's public housing falling into disrepair and having local and federal government agencies not paying attention. Many of our elected officials are much more interested in giving out billions of tax subsidies for luxury condos, arenas, stadiums, rather than investing the money here, communities like Brownsville, where we really need it. And Milton talked about the fact that people have become ill, people have died since they have lost their homes. And this is a phenomenon that's being talked about. A book was written by Dr. Mindy Fullove called Root Shock, where she says that the effects of displacement are not just that people move out of their homes, but it has a physical and emotional toll on their lives for generations to come. And we have already seen 6 years of what this project has done to people. We don't want this to go on any longer. What's happened here, Saratoga Avenue, is a scandal. And we demand now that the Housing Authority and the local officials that are involved in this talk to the community, that they finish this project and they give the residents of Prospect Plaza the affordable new homes that they were promised.
My name is Chris Owens, and I'm here today because Margaret Davis, who lived in this building behind us, was a friend of mine and a friend of the Owens family. And it pains me that after 6 years, as Gloria said, we are in a situation where there is basically no progress. We've been totally blocked by bureaucratic snafus and politics. And the reality is that the Republican Party in this country has decided to abandon public housing, abandon affordable housing as part of the mission of government. And we must not ignore that. We must not forget that. And we must not forget the fact that it is a Republican mayor in this city who controls the New York City Housing Authority, which has not fulfilled its commitment to make sure that this housing is restored to the people who live here, our people. And we must not forget that the borough president of this borough is supporting the Republican mayor who has abandoned public housing and restoring these houses. And that is why I'm here today, to show support for my neighbors, for my friends, for the people who came before, who are no longer with us. We have to realize that in the end, it's up to us. It's up to us to fight, because we are part of the process. We are the people who lived here, and we are the people who should be living here again. Thank you. And Alika Empress Samuel would like to say something.
Well, good afternoon. I'm here because this is personal for me. My great-grandmother lived on Prospect Place. My grandmother lived on Prospect Place. And my mother lived on Prospect Place. And in the 60s, they were all told to move because they wanted to build a better community. And that's when Prospect Plaza was developed. And they were told that they can come back. Some of my family did move back to Prospect Place, moved into 1750. And again, my family was forced to move off of Prospect Place because of a rebuilding of the community. When is it going to stop? The Nets Arena should not be a priority for this administration. The West Side Stadium should not be a priority for this administration. This Prospect Plaza Hope 6 project needs to be a priority for this administration. And that's all I have to say.
Guess what? When's going to be our date? Huh? You're the prettiest woman I want to marry, I swear to God. Now guess what? I promise you, I stopped all the bullshit. I stopped everything. No more bullshit. No more bullshit. No more homelessness, everything. You see my stuff over there? I'm moving to the Bronx. That's all the clothes that's got to be washed and all this stuff. Now just look at me. Is it okay if I love you? Come on now. Guess what? Tell Robbie I'll be back tomorrow. I'll bring money. I love the stuff he's doing. And guess what? When are we going to do the... I got to get my manicure and pedicure. Call me. Bye. This is Dr. Phil Joyce. How you doing? You know what? Me and her going to get married. She's late for work. I've been waiting out here for 15 minutes. Here's my stuff. I'm bringing it to Cromwell. And this is Jamaica, people. This is Jamaica out here. And I'm coming over right now. I should be there about 8 o'clock. You think you're going to watch the show? Bye-bye. This is a letter to my friend Genesis. It's a public letter. Here I am with my laptop. That's the pool table. That's the hallway.